What's up, guys? That Really Girl Sky here. We are back playing Warframe, and we are going into a mobile defense alert as relatively easy, infested, going after a Nitane extract. And we are Ember, original OG Ember. She is incredible. Oh man, she's just, look how cool. Look how cool this Ember is. Just straight up flames. Lotus, oh my gosh, 40 lines. We don't need 40 lines of dialogue right now. Anyways, wreck! Get wrecked. Awesome. So, yeah, I was hoping to get in a derelict survival today, and you would have that. However, the problem is oh my Lotus, like. You guys have kind of been aware, I've said in my last few videos, and you've even seen it in a previous video, I've been experiencing some crashing, and I'm not sure if it's Warframe, because I haven't had it with other games. I haven't really been playing a whole lot of other games recently, but like, there's a couple, but the other ones so far, I haven't been experiencing any problems, so I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what's going on, but I was in derelict survival today, going to town, giving you some gameplay and having fun. I really haven't switched my weapon yet. Wow. But yeah, going through, having some fun. 42 minutes. 42 minutes solo. I don't know how I was pulling it off. I don't know how I managed to pull it off. But game crashed. Game crashed. Footage gone. Actually, I don't know. Actually, this is what happened. This is what happened. Alright, so game crashes. I'm like, oh great. So that sucks. But there was a lot of things I talked about that I didn't really want to throw away. So I tried to jump back into the game, right? So the footage was still good. I jumped back into the game, and I get in about 10 minutes into another survival, and then my recording software crashes. And once my recording software crashes, it corrupts the data. So I was a little upset because I was like, I could have just used those couple minutes if I knew to just square away everything I was talking about and just move on and just just finish the video. But once that crashed, everything was gone. It was all gone. I was just like, I was so frustrated. So I took a long break. I don't want to say a long break because there have been times where I haven't played Warframe for a couple days, but I've been away from Warframe for at least 6 hours. Was working on a little bit of other stuff, a little bit of Resident Evil. Got an edit and got that out. Been really frustrated because I haven't been able to get out. The gameplay is done on Resident Evil, but I just haven't been able to edit it because it's about an hour of footage. I got to make sure it's all right and check out and make sure I don't lose audio or any of that. So it's kind of, I don't know, a little bit of editing, but. Oh man, but I finally got that out, and then I came back around to Warframe. I'm hoping and praying that this runs smoothly and I can get this out. Hopefully, 10, 12 minutes of good, smooth running, and we can get a video out for you guys. But if it crashes again, unfortunately, we might miss a day because I can't do another one. My heart can only take so much. Anyways, yeah, so this should be pretty simple. I'm gonna take off my World on Fire because I don't really need it right now. Kill these guys. Fantastic. Kill you. And oh hi, what's up? What was frustrating too is when the first time Warframe crashed, I got a mod in the derelict that I've never gotten before. And yeah, game crashed, lost the mod. I don't remember what it was. It was uncommon, but it was, I don't know, it was something I was looking forward to. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I was like, oh, that's one of those things that I never ran across, and I was so happy I got, what was it? There's a couple mods like that. Kind of like the aura, a couple of the aura mods, like agility, something that increases your strength. I got that recently. There's just a couple mods that I was like, I don't know why I have bad luck getting uncommon mods, but But yeah, so I managed to get one, and sure enough, game crashed. Game crashed. That was not fun. But yeah, let's, now that we're halfway through our second terminal, let's get into a little bit of the Ember, because I don't believe, since I've got the graphic updates, I don't believe I've been this Ember, and now you can see her in all her glory. Look how fantastic. Look at that. I need to tint that yellow a little bit to, a little bit darker on the guns, because they don't quite match. I've said this quite a few times, but the color palettes have changed a couple times, to where I guess DE has tried to make them different enough that it's worth buying the different color schemes, color packs, and if you created a color on your Warframe a long time ago, and the colors have changed in between then, it remembers the location in which it selected the color. So the color that was changed will be changed however DE ended up changing it. So some of the colors end up becoming brighter and not so vibrant, or become extra vibrant. And I got like that obsessive, I don't want to say OCD, but I have enough OCD that I'm like, oh, that yellow irks me because it's not the same yellow. Ugh, I just can't stop seeing it sometimes. So so I gotta fix that up a little bit. But for the most part, we can start getting into the build itself. So as you can see, I'm running the Dex Furus because the Dex Furus are just fantastic. They're so good. I love them. This was my first set of Dex Furus when the original anniversary was around, and I've had them on Ember ever since. I also am running. I need to get it out when we pop this into the next terminal. But I also have the Ignis, which is the flamethrower, which is pretty fantastic. As you can see, I'm running with a pure flame-oriented Ember, because obviously Ember. But she is she's fantastic. I spent when I got Ember for the first time, I probably played her for weeks, and she's just so good. I highly suggest anyone who has not gone out to get an Ember yet, absolutely go out and get an Ember. Even if it's not, like, I mean, if it's not your playstyle, it's not your playstyle, but definitely worth giving it a look, for absolute sure. There's a reason why people absolutely adore Ember. She's just so good. But and then lastly is her, just for having fun, let's run up these ramps. Yeah, run up these ramps. I just got a message through Facebook. Sorry, not Facebook. YouTube. I'm assuming because I saw the message. It was based on the video. If you haven't seen it, I lost out on a relic because of like the last 30 seconds of it. It's just I don't know. It's probably not the same person, but if it is, that's hilarious that they've seen the video. They must have been maybe they were a subscriber. I don't know. But anywho, that totally just blew my train of thought. But it said I don't owe you shit. And that's because I said, you owe me a relic, because they dipped out with like less than 60 seconds on a survival. What the hell? Anyways, yeah, she basically, I think I was on the heat swords. Lastly, her melees are the heat swords because they're freaking fantastic. Look at this. Blow! Jump up. Blow! Pretty awesome. Let's drop this in here and get out the Ignis. But yeah, the heat swords, because of fire reasons, get this Ignis going. These enemies are pretty low. Obviously, the infested are pretty easy targets for Ember because fire is fantastic when it comes to the infested. And yeah, because they're such a low level, this is such a walk in the park. But I don't know. It just worked out really well because I was gonna get a Nitane extract, so here we are. Seismic Palm got plenty, So there's her Fire Blast, I believe that one was called. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. I totally just wasted energy. But anyways, the idea behind going ham on Flame by her fire attacks is her second ability. Now her second ability... Get off me! Get off me, bro! Alright. Now her second ability is going to get a... is going to increase all fire damage that you deal, whether it be powers or weapons. I'm pretty sure weapons, because it seems like they just... all my weapons that cause fire damage just are incredibly better. But I know her powers for a fact, but I believe all fire damage is increased. Actually, yes, it is, because I remember, now that I think about it, I remember watching a video of someone who built a high-end fire weapon based on Ember's accelerant. So that is definitely a fact. So yeah, so that's basically what I do, is I utilize all her fire weapons. I basically will blast down easy 50 energy to increase your damage by like all sorts of... I don't know if it's doubled, but it's a lot. It's a big increase. And when you get into endgame matches, even 50%, I don't know what it is, like I said, but and all that extra is going to make a huge difference when you're fighting the higher end, mid tier, and late tier enemies. So definitely, I recommend. I mean, obviously, mod however you want, but I definitely recommend using fire-based weapons and utilizing her accelerant as best as you can. Obviously, Ember's got a wicked world on fire. Even her Fire Blast is pretty awesome. But for the most part, if you utilize her accelerant, you're going to be able to do a lot of run and gun damage. Even tying in, actually, let's do it right now. Tying in her accelerant and her world on fire. Basically, it does the same thing. All fire damage is going to be increased. So you are going to wreck people's days, wreck these guys, no problem, if you utilize both of those together. So, obviously, duration and all that could help that. Strength is going to help your damage as well as the percent increase on your accelerant. So that's all good. So yeah, mod, like I said, mod how you want. But that's personally how I like to run Ember, is boosting her run and gun damage, her fire damage that I can deal with all three of her weapons, and occasionally running around and just using World on Fire. Especially when you have a lot of energy laying around, you get a lot of kills. Drop a accelerant down, get a good World on Fire going, and soak up those last energy orbs that you're just kind of waiting on picking up, and just run around and get some more kills. But anyways, that is basically it. I want to put a Forma into this Ember, but I'm probably... I don't know. I want to put Forma in my Ember and Ember Prime, but I'm going to alternate on and off which one I do. So I might start out with my Ember Prime, just because Prime. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time... Blah! You know how they're coming out with